Hi everyone, my name is Kimberly Weir and my son is Ryan Weir. Thank you so much to Scott Moore and to all of you for taking time to learn about my son and for honoring him in such a special way. I am thrilled to have a few minutes to tell you a little bit about Ryan. Chelsea Harrelson, the community leader at the Murray Hill Community Store, gave my son his very first job at the age of 15. Ryan's job was coffee. And I'd like to tell you that he took his job very seriously, but Ryan wasn't a very serious person. He did take pride in his work, but he would often do just enough of whatever it was to get by. And whatever he did, he was going to have as much fun as possible doing it. Having a silly sock day for Ryan is such a perfect tribute to him. He could certainly be very silly and goofy. The mismatched socks, the crazy big hair, the jokes and the antics. This tribute just fits him. If I were to choose 3 words to describe who Ryan was, I would say hair, handstands, and hugs. I already mentioned the big hair. He went through phases where he loved to have the top super long and hanging in his face, and then he did this hair toss thing to get it out of his eyes. And handstands. Now, from a young age, Ryan felt no fear. He would run and jump and climb on anything. If there were an object in front of him, it wasn't an obstacle, it was an opportunity. His very first time at the ocean as a toddler, he ran straight for the waves. And early on in his life, he learned to do a handstand. Didn't matter where he was, he would just lean forward and he was upside down. He did them on the ground, on tables, on ledges, on moving skateboards, and on rooftops. I am pretty sure he did a few on the rooftop of this store. Ryan loved to be outdoors. In addition to climbing, he enjoyed camping and canoeing, swimming and surfing, and just being out at the beach. Ryan was motivated by 2 things: people and experiences. Ryan was definitely a people person. He was compassionate and caring, and he was a hugger. If you didn't like hugs, well, you just had to suffer because hugs were not optional. He would have had a really hard time with this pandemic if he had been here. If he saw you down or upset, he was there to cheer you up. If he saw that you were on the fringe or feeling left out or not fitting in, he would swoop over and make sure you were in the fold. Ryan had a way of making you feel special. Ryan lived for the moment, which drove me nuts as a mom. He took risks and could be completely outrageous and could make some not so great decisions at times. He was terrible at saving money, even though he spent the last 8 months of his life at a teller at a bank. He couldn't hold on to money because he was always spending it on his friends. Ryan had 1 tattoo on his body. It was the word mischief. Ryan was indeed a mischief maker and a Harry Potter fan. Ryan was far from perfect. He could be annoying, difficult, lazy, a know-it-all, and a complete smartass. But Ryan loved big, and he was a bright light in this world. I am so grateful to Chelsea for not only giving Ryan his first job, but for also creating an atmosphere at the Murray Hill store that embraced all of Ryan's wonderful, crazy self. You all became a second family to him, and now to me. And I am so glad he spent so much of his energy here. Thank you for keeping his light alive through this silly sock day. Ryan had decided way before his accident to be an organ donor. We know 2 people have received his kidneys, his liver, and his pancreas. Ryan definitely lives on. Thank you. Thank you all for adding your light to his to make this world even brighter. And my wish for you is that your biscuits would be fluffy and sweet, and may your mischief never be fully managed.